is like pretend you're your own butler and you're going around and be like, oh, I'm taking care of myself. The basics, what are those? Okay, so in your personal life, you have laundry to do, brush your teeth, take a shower, fold your laundry, check the mail, take the trash out, hydrate, and eat clean. These are the basics that will carry you through a really difficult time and a difficult situation. So, check this out. It's important to hit these basics because when you're in a crisis, you can easily pick up bad behaviors, or let's say bad habits, or the habit of neglecting things. Let's say you just let the dishes pile up and you just stop making your bed and you're not folding your laundry anymore and everything's disheveled basically. These will become habits and you'll become used to this, and this will be in your environment that you are accustomed to. And then when things start to clear up in your life, what's the analogy? Say there's a dark cloud over your life and the dark cloud passes over, sun comes out, you're still going to have these habits. Let's say you don't really take care of yourself. You brush your teeth every now and then and kind of put yourself together just a little bit, but you're not really making an effort. Every now and then you take the trash out when it's piled up. And this makes for that baseline discipline to be really shaky. And I'll explain. I went through a time when my ex wife left with the kids and made me to look like just this crazy wild veteran that was going to do crazy stuff, and I never did. And yeah, still a little bit of a sore spot. But there I was at home with nobody. It wasn't at home anymore because she had taken the kids, and I was in the lowest of my lows. I was depressed. I barely got out of bed for about a month, honestly. But the only thing I did was the bare minimum. I would take out the trash, I would check the mail, I would do my laundry, and do self care. And I kept getting a haircut, but it was just this bare minimum I did. I didn't feel like doing anything extra. This big storm came through and blew down the fence in the backyard. That took me like 3 or 4 weeks to repair that thing because it took every ounce of motivation to go do that because my kids were gone. I didn't care. Like nothing in the world mattered anymore. But because I did that baseline self care and discipline in my immediate area, I was able to carry through that situation. And when the clouds cleared up, AKA, I was able to get my kids back, then I still had this level of discipline that I had developed in that difficult time. So, this is literally just encouragement for you to make yourself make your bed in the morning. Take your trash out, do that self care, take a shower when you need to, do your laundry. And here's something really crucial: fold your laundry once you take it out of the dryer. You will avoid having these big piles of laundry on your bed, and your clothes will not be wrinkled. So when you do present in public, you will be more put together and presentable. Not that it is ultimately important to look good in the civilian world, but people judge you off that. Let's say you need to go to court and you're all frumpled and you just look disheveled. And of course, who's not going to be depressed and upset when they lose their kids? But when you present yourself in a put together manner, they're going to listen to you. And there's many other painful things that you can go through in life, of course. But these are the basics that I just want to encourage you on because the cloud is going to pass. The dark days will pass. Seasons come and go, but you are always developing and changing and growing. And you can either diminish your level of discipline or you can increase your level of discipline. And to get to where you want to be, because I know, like me and a lot of other people, We want to be positioned a little bit differently in life, where life is a little bit easier and things are a little bit less stressful for us, because there's like different layers of society, like the bottom feeders, like really low. And this is not to insult a person, but it's just the way society's set up. Like the people that get shit on all the time, the people that go work their ass off, the people that go fight for the rich people, and then you have the midway wealthy people who are like CEOs and all that stuff, and they're just really slaves also. They have a lot to perform, they have a lot of stress on them. And then there's that level of like millionaire, billionaire, where you can just rest easy and you can have things done for you. But the important thing there is to remember, when you were back down here struggling and hurting and suffering, it's like doing that bare minimum, just surviving. Because let's say you do become a millionaire overnight or a billionaire. How are you going to treat those people that work for you? How are you going to treat those people that are doing your services? Because once you have that money, you're not going to be out there, mowing your lawn probably, or um, doing roof work or repairing stuff around your house. You'll probably have somebody doing it for you. If you have this other mission in life going on, you're like, I want to stay focused on this, and I'm going to pay somebody to do this for me. But how are you going to treat that person? Are you going to treat them nicely and remember that you were once in the stratosphere where you were just struggling? Because so many people that work in those industries of, let's say, plumbing, construction, roofing, yard work, um, doing all sorts of things of repairs and making stuff that make society keep going, they're living paycheck to paycheck and struggling, and they get shit on. Their bosses treat them like shit. Not, and that's a little bit of an overstatement. Let me back up. I have worked in industries like that, and I was treated like shit, even when I tried to perform well, because they have this word craft where they want to feel better and empowered and power over you. So once you keep that discipline and then you get to that level of life where you want to be, remember to treat the people with respect and dignity. And they are doing that work that people think that is below them, but is not below anybody. Just because somebody's willing to do something that you're not willing to, does not mean that you are any better than them. I took a little bit of a rabbit trail there, but discipline in chaos is very crucial. And even if it's just the bare minimum, you feel much better after you've taken a shower, after you've made your hair, gotten a haircut, done your laundry, folded your laundry, hydrated, taken care of your body, checked your mail. Do all those things around your nest that will keep it neat and tidy. Vacuum. Go to the corners of your room. Anything that's piled up, go clear it out. If you don't need it, throw it away. Let it go. Look under your bed. Find out any junk under there. Clear it out. Get rid of it. Under your couch, behind your refrigerator, in your cabinets. If you have nothing else going on, just clear out the clutter. And when you have a clean, clear, tidy space, you can kind of breathe a little easier, because then you're not avoiding the mess. Because there's that little voice of like, oh, I should clean this up. I should do that. I should do this. And then you start beating yourself up. Oh man, I should have done that. Should have done this. This is all messed up. But when you square yourself away for the next week, the next day, the next hour, you can rest a little easier. So it's like, pretend you're your own butler. And you're going around and you're like, oh, I'm taking care of myself. So it's like, if you love yourself and truly love your body, and that is not a bad thing whatsoever, because the better you take care of yourself, the better you can take care of other people. So when you care for yourself and care for your space, you're showing yourself self-love. And when you know what that feels like, you can share that with other people in a much easier way. But then also you feel cared for in your dark days. Like, oh, I'm going to take care of myself when nobody else will. That's showing up for yourself. That's not the easiest thing to do, but when you do that, man, it's powerful. And that kind of segues into reparenting, because those people that have had a rough childhood, parents that were always tearing them down, and just taking out their own frustrations on their children, you have this inner real sometimes that is not a positive inner real. And so when you start taking care of yourself and you start telling yourself, I did a good job and I appreciate myself and I can take care of myself, you start building your self esteem a little bit, building the trust in yourself because only you know what you've been through. And I bet most people wouldn't believe what you've been through if you told your story. So when you do that, it's like, look at this. It was always you in the darkest days, and you were always there to carry yourself through. So being able to trust on yourself is a very valuable tool. So stick with basics, make yourself do the basics. It's not easy, but when you do it, you feel a lot more fulfilled. Even if it's those little bitty things, like coming home and you see your area neat and tidy versus seeing it messy. You took care of yourself. Anyway, that's just encouragement. Self care, super duper important. Taking care of your immediate surroundings. This is encouragement. I've probably repeated myself over and over. I'm going to shut up now. Roadhouse, Spiritual Horde.